Hello and welcome to Affinity. In the first video we looked at how you can do dodge and burn non-destructively, in particular by adding a pixel layer, doing edit, fill, and fill it with 50% grey, applying that, and then using a overlay blend so that if you get a brush now and if you paint it on white, you lighten it and hit X to switch, and you paint it on black, you darken it. So let's take those off, and what we'll do now is a little bit extra stuff with this, which is if this bit in the middle here is kind of interesting, because what if I'd like to lighten those grasses but not lighten the background there? So for example, if I get the white brush, now if I go the white over the brushes, that's going to light those grass there, and lighten that, but you can see the background getting lightened as well. So if I just take off the bottom layer so that I can then reveals the top layer, you can see here I painted white on this. Now then, what we're going to do is we're going to use blend ranges here, which is this one, and it's going to constrain the tonal range that is going to be applied, and also it's a bit more about understanding blend ranges, because in the dodge and burn brushes you can select whether to apply them to shadows, midtones or highlights, so you can do that with this. But let's have a look at what we do here. Let's look at the layer here and see what happens. That doesn't change much. There is some change here, but everything's getting lighter and darker, and we can understand this by taking off the bottom layer and looking at what's happening. Because what this left hand graph does, it changes this layer itself, it changes this layer, right? So that if I pull the right hand down here, it's all going very transparent, because the blend ranges graphs go from darks to lights, black to white, same as in curves, but the vertical one here is from opaque to transparent. So when I pull this down here, I'm taking anything that's light and making it more and more transparent, or else something really dark, which there isn't anything much there, stays that way. Let's have a look at what happens with the next one. Pulling up and down either side there, nothing's happening, and it's because what this one does, it's the effect of applying this. So let's look at that. If I pull this down here, not much is changing because that's pulling down the lights, but if I pull down the darks here, watch what happens. You can see the background there, see the background here, the hill around here, that little tump is darkening because it's saying don't apply this effect darkening to that tump, but do it to the lights. In fact, I can pull this bit up here to make sure that this is okay, and then we can see we can pull this down, we can even pull that across. So by using this graph here, we're changing the effect of this. So that is a very useful effect. Okay, something else we can do, just take that off, turn this off here, start again, and that is this thing about painting it starting with grey. You see this a lot, that you say start with a grey layer, and we've explained why, but actually you don't need it. You can still, if I take a layer here, I put in overlay mode there, and then I paint with a white brush. Let's just turn the opacity down on that, so it's so I can paint with the light brush there, switch to black, and put the dark brush here, and we're having the same effect. And it's simply because you don't need the grey, because grey on overlay has no effect, so why not use just transparent? Another point with this is what's common to do and can be quite useful is to have multiple layers. So I could add more pixel layers here, and the first thing you typically do is you put one, and call this one dodge, and then do another one and call this one burn. And the reason to do this is you can use the overall opacity here on each one of those. So if I do some dodging there, and as before, if you start off around about 50%, then when you paint, about 25% there, and I paint dodging is light, so I paint white on there, I paint a bit of white on that. I need to make it into the overlay mode so it looks better. This one also overlay. And then I can darken with that, so use a black and so on. But now I can change them independently. So if I think that one's a bit light, I go to the dodge one here and I take that one down a bit. And if I take the burn one, I want to make that a bit darker, I can play with that as well. So there you go, that's a few more things about using dodge and burn layers. Thank you very much for watching.